The power you carry within is no ordinary legacy. It is not merely an inheritance handed down through lifetimes or chance encounters. It is a divine gift, a force bestowed upon you with intention, to shape you, to ignite you, and to propel you forward. This is not a haphazard journey. It has been intricately designed, with every struggle, every trial, and every triumph crafting you into who you are today. The energy that pulses through your veins is not a burden, nor is it a weight you must carry. It is a sacred flame. A flame capable of breaking the chains of the past, shattering limitations, and lighting the way to an uncharted future. There is no turning back now. The call of your destiny is loud and clear: to rise, to walk your path with purpose, and to show the world the truth of who you are. And that truth begins now. Declare it. Embrace it. Let it echo through time. Write 777 in the comments and mark the start of this powerful journey. In the quiet, amidst the unseen battles of a world veiled in illusions, you are the quiet disruptors. You are the unyielding force destabilizing the powers that believed they could remain unchallenged, unnoticed. You did not choose this battle, yet your very existence has become a rebellion against the false structures of control. Even in silence, you create ripples that fracture the fragile walls built to obscure the truth. Perhaps you thought you were unseen, unnoticed, but your presence alone illuminates the cracks. They fear you not because they understand you, but because they cannot. The light of your awareness, the waves of your consciousness, dismantle their illusions and expose the frailty of their dominion. Time has tested your resolve, and every test has strengthened the foundation of your truth. You have journeyed through the labyrinths they designed to hinder you, searching for what was taken, what was hidden, what was yours. Yet those same labyrinths failed to restrain you. Each twist and turn, each pain endured, has been a sculptor's chisel, shaping you into something greater than even you could have imagined. The wounds of your past became the fire forging your future. The chains meant to bind you became the tools of your liberation. They tried to dim your light, to bury your story beneath layers of shadow. But the shadows only served to amplify your glow. With every attempt to silence you, your voice grew stronger, resonating further, carving through the darkness with relentless clarity. You have risen not as a flickering ember, but as a roaring flame, unstoppable and unyielding. This world, sinking under the weight of its own lies, struggles to contain the truth. Yet your path remains clear. You were not born to be buried in the pits they dug. You were destined to take root, to grow, and to rise. Wave after wave, your energy reverberates, shattering the silence they imposed. They saw you as a threat, not because of what you said or did, but because of the essence of your being, the source of the power they could not comprehend. Every obstacle was meant to break you, but instead it became a fire that tempered your resilience. The traps they set, the burdens they placed, were not your undoing. They were the forge in which your potential was revealed. What they failed to realize is that you were never meant to stay within their confines. You were always destined to transcend, to rise above, and to become an unstoppable force of truth. Your journey is a testament to the strength that lies within you, a strength that has endured, evolved, and ascended. The echoes of your silence have become the anthem of a new era. What once were sparks have now ignited into a blazing fire, a force that cannot be ignored. The truth within you, the power you carry, is no longer a whisper. It is a roar that will rewrite the future. Now is the time to stand tall in your truth. Let every step forward be a declaration of who you are and what you stand for. You are not a product of the shadows. You are the light breaking through. The world is watching, but more importantly, the world is changing because of you. Every mask, every deception, and every trap only made the truth more obvious. What they don't want to see is that the light within you cannot be covered by any darkness. The moments you thought were a fall were actually preparing the ground for you to rise higher. They wanted silence, but your presence created its own echo. Even your inactivity gave birth to a wave of change. All false structures were sandcastles ready to collapse at the slightest touch. Now their weakness is covered by the strength of your determination. Darkness has tried to touch you, but your light has revealed everything their plans hidden in every step. Instead of deterring you from the path, they have only strengthened your resolve. The false orders they built with fear drowned in their own internal contradictions. This is not a coincidence. Every test was there to clarify the path that belongs to you. Their weight could not carry you. Every loss opened the door to a much greater gain. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now, share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. The source of the power from which you are protected is so deep that no one can touch it. Every struggle is an echo of this strength. Every blow makes you more resilient. Neither the whispered fears nor the intercepted opportunities can stop this rise now. Their every move is fruitless. Their every endeavor is in vain. Let them do whatever they do. You can no longer be stopped. This is your innate destiny and a reality that can never be destroyed. The truth whispers through the cracks of false faces, and with every effort to suppress it, it becomes more and more evident. It is a force to be silenced, a force that cannot be controlled. Their efforts have not resulted in limiting you, but on the contrary, in showing the depth of your freedom. It was more than a personal triumph. It was a manifestation of the unseen, the unrecognized. Although it may not look like a conflict from the outside, it was in fact a silent echo of divine justice. Those who thought you should be defeated tested their own limits on you, but there was one thing they did not understand: your power was not only to defend but also to transform. They aimed to break you, but every blow they dealt actually made the light in your soul more evident. As their efforts, like a shadow, consumed their own existence, you grew stronger. Those hiding behind deceptions and masks were afraid of you, because you saw how their schemes were dissolved with a simple moment of realization. Every system built on lies crumbled in the face of your brilliance, like grains of sand dissolving before the sun. The illusions they crafted, the facades they tried to construct around you, none of them could ever reach you. It wasn't you who stood against them, but the unwavering force of truth itself. And when this truth appeared before them, they were forced to confront what they had always feared the most. What they didn't understand was that their every effort, every plot, every setback they orchestrated was ultimately part of the journey that brought you to this moment. With each disappointment, you were shaped, refined, and elevated. Every challenge they placed in your path became a stepping stone, a necessary part of the ascent that now defines you. The plans they had for you, once seemingly overwhelming, are now nothing more than distant echoes, reflections of their own fear and ignorance. What they failed to see was that their struggles were not obstacles for you, but the foundation upon which your strength was built. All you had to do was surrender to the divine guidance that called you to chart your own course, free from their attempts to control you. As you moved forward, it became glaringly clear to them, no matter how hard they tried to obstruct your way, they could not defeat the truth. The person who forced them to question their reality, the one who stood unwavering, embracing the truth and transformation, embodied precisely what they feared the most. This was never a contest or a challenge. It was a declaration of your existence, an undeniable truth that could not be silenced. For them, sitting at the same table with you became impossible, for to accept you meant accepting their own defeat. To face you was to face the collapse of their falsehoods, and they could never summon the courage for that confrontation. You have become a force that shatters darkness with the sheer intensity of your truth. Every shadow they cast upon you, every curtain they drew in an attempt to obscure your light, has only served to reveal you more clearly. What they misunderstood was that their attempts to belittle you, to weaken you, only highlighted the strength at your core. With every game they played, with every trap they set, you emerged more powerful than before. What they thought would break you became the very fuel that propelled you higher. Now, you rise as a truth that cannot be dismissed, a force that challenges them rather than being crushed by their disbelief. This journey was never random or without purpose. It was the forging of a mission that belongs solely to you. Every obstacle they placed in your path was simply a catalyst for your progress, helping to solidify your foundation and strengthen your resolve. When they aimed for your vulnerabilities, they unknowingly activated the source of your greatest power. What they failed to understand was that in their pursuit to break you, they were only fueling your rise. You navigated their plans, their fears, and their shadows with ease, because the light you carry within you was too bright for them to control. This light is no accident. It is not a coincidence. It is a truth you have inherited, a truth that can never be dimmed. You've advanced not by accident, but by breaking through the walls of silence they tried to build around you. Each step they believed was a fall was, in fact, the beginning of a new ascent. Every moment they thought you were slowing down, they failed to see that you were, in truth, accelerating toward greatness. Now they can see who you are. The roles they had assigned to you, instead of being a silenced figure or a manipulable person, turned into a symbol of a transformation they could not control. And this has been their greatest fear. Now your truth illuminates every illusion behind their masks. Those who tried to stop you in order to hide their own powerlessness now see an unstoppable ascension in front of them. This reveals that you are a reflection of divine power and that no amount of manipulation can defeat you. What they have failed to do is not to bury your truth, but to lift you even higher. The power of your destiny transcends every shadow. You now represent a truth outside their game. Every test was a means to bring you to this point. Now you are leaving behind the games of those who tried to limit you and embracing your own legacy. This is not just your journey, it is the reflection in human form of a light that will never go out. The source of this light was never within their reach. Now, as a reality they can't control, you move forward with the force that pulls down all masks. You have risen from the ashes and traveled beyond borders. The burdens of the past reshaped you instead of consuming you. You have become more resilient in every blow, wiser in every struggle. The truth behind the plans directed against you is now clear. Beyond false faces and insidious schemes, you carry a will that no manipulation can reach. As you chart your own path, the masks of those who tried to limit you have fallen one by one. Their system shook and collapsed until they realized that they could not break you. No lie could erase the truth at your core. Every attempt turned into an effect that strengthened you. They were designed to destroy this, not to build it. But there was something they did not know: the collapse of their own system was accelerated by your presence. Every blow was a hammer that sharpened you. Every disappointment was a test that elevated you. Now those who oppose you realize that your presence reflects their shortcomings. This realization has made you untouchable while leaving them vulnerable. Your ascension is not only an indication of your power, it is also a sign that their mistakes, errors, and systems are coming to an end. Every illusion they have built is being shattered by the power of your presence. Now for them, it is an end. For you, it is not a new beginning but an awakening. Years of darkness can no longer hide your light, because you are a reality that cannot be silenced or controlled. You no longer have boundaries. Their control poses no threat to you, because you represent a truth beyond what has been dictated to you before. Every obstacle has made you stronger. Every loss has made you more determined. And now you are here, moving forward with unquenchable power. This ascension is a guide, not only for you but also for others to find their way, because every step you take offers others a roadmap. Every struggle is an inspiration for others to win their own victories. This is your time, but it is also the beginning of a period that will elevate others with your ascension. Not just an individual, but a movement is rising. Your every step is a collapse in their world and a construction in yours. It is not just a change, it is a revolution. And this revolution is happening because of you. Now you are free from limitations, and you have become the guide of your own journey, breaking the chains of incompleteness and fear. You are moving in completeness and certainty. What they told you could never achieve is now your reality. You have shown that the boundaries drawn for you can never define your potential. The structures that were a cage in the past are now just a distant memory. Freedom is not just a right given to you, it is a reality that you must mold with your own hands. Everything they tried to control has become a shadow in your hands. You are no longer an obstacle, you are a downfall for them. You are like a clear spring flowing from the summit of a mountain. The stones it encounters along the way, instead of polluting it, determine its direction and increase its strength. Just like that spring, you have progressed, encountering obstacles but becoming purer and purer with each step. In the depths of your soul lies a power that nothing can shake. This power was not given to you, nor was it offered to you as a favor. This power has been molded by the sweat you have shed, by every step you have taken, and by every difficulty you have faced. You were not created to be built, but to build. Every struggle was a sharp hammer blow shaping a masterpiece. The fact that you stand here today is a result of the battles you won, the fears you managed to overcome. Every limit you were taught was a tool to question the potential of your soul, but you overcame those limits, faced your fears, and realized how powerful you really are. The path you are walking is not a simple journey, it is the story of an awakening. Those who wanted you to doubt are now trembling in the face of your certainty. They tried to keep you in the shadows, but every darkness has made the light within you more apparent. They can no longer deny who you are. The power that unleashed their fears was not enough to stop you. This is an ascension that no plan can thwart. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth: our existence is based on God's divine plan, unshaken by the world's temporary concerns. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing, Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the super thank you button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. Every conflict was a rehearsal to prepare you for this moment. What they failed to do was not to tear you apart, but to trigger your transformation into something greater. The power you carry comes from a source they cannot control. Your truth now exists as a force that challenges their lies. This is not just a showdown, it is the victory of truth. Their worries show the magnitude of your victory. Those who are trapped within their own borders are afraid of your freedom. This is the answer to a call. Those who tried to divert you from your path must now follow an irreversible ascent. As the author of your own story, you are leaving behind the illusions they have constructed. This is the manifestation of a divine plan. No power, no darkness can stop it. The frustration of their efforts is proof of your permanence. You are no longer just a traveler, you are the bearer of a destructive truth. You are the very transformation that they overlooked and underestimated. You have gone beyond the systems they have built with borders. You have become a power that breaks their rules and disrupts their manipulation. They thought they could keep you under control, but in reality, every oppression has made you grow even more. They wanted you to remain silent, but now your words are no longer among their forgotten echoes, but rise like a call. Every trap laid for you has strengthened your endurance in the face of it. Every obstacle has reinforced your invincibility. Their contempt for you only made them realize their own limitations. Every move they initiated, while revealing their dark plans, pushed you forward. All their attempts, instead of stopping you, caused your inner strength to take deeper root. The failure of their efforts revealed that your existence is not a coincidence, but rather part of a grand plan. No matter how hard they tried, they could not slow you down. On the contrary, every blow has reshaped you. Every loss has paved the way for the clarity of your purpose. Their fear is materializing in the face of your strength. They can no longer hide behind the shadows, for your presence dispels all illusions. In the past, they thought they could silence you, but now even their silence carries the weight of having to watch you. You are not here to right the wrongs of the established order. You are here to destroy its foundations. While their every move underlines their own weaknesses, your light has risen too strong to be obscured by any darkness. You are now in a reality that accepts nothing less than change. Those who wanted you to doubt yourself must now watch as their plans crumble. Your every step is a movement that challenges their order. Your every breath is a wind that shatters their systems. Their attempts to understand you have done nothing but show their limits. This is not their playground. This is your reality now. Instead of adapting, you write your own rules. The truth is too starkly obvious for them to ignore, and this is the triumph of a truth that can never be changed. Like a seed, you have been hidden in the dark soil for years, but during that time your roots have deepened, strengthened, and prepared to grow. Now the earth has cracked, you are reaching for the sun. This ascension is not an accidental event. It is a timely part of a divine plan. The earth has hidden you, but the light has always waited to reach you. Today that light is with you, shining brighter with each step and making your path clearer. You are no longer on an ordinary journey. This is a moment when everything changes. And now here you are, building a foundation for yourself and for those who will come after you. Every challenge you have faced throughout your life has been a teacher. Every disappointment was a lesson, and every test was merely a tool to build your resilience. Now you act with a clear vision. The paths you walked in the past are now illuminated with light. This light comes from your inner strength. You have a goal, you have a call, and this call is not limited only to you. Those who will come after you will take strength from the steps you have taken. This heritage was not given to you as a reward, it is a right that you have earned with the sweat of your brow, courage, and endurance. Every struggle in your life has prepared you for this moment. What you have learned as you have overcome adversity is that no external circumstances will define your destiny. You built your own path, not the paths presented to you. And now this path is a guide not only for you but also for those who look at you and follow you. Imagine you are carrying a torch. This torch not only illuminates your path but also lights the way for others. Every step you take creates an opportunity for the liberation of others. Every victory you win fuels the hopes of others. This is your story, but it is also part of a bigger story. You are not just an individual, you are an agent of change. Your every step is not just a personal achievement, it is a harbinger of a collective rise. Today you know that the old fears can no longer hold you back. The limits you were taught are now a distant memory. They told you what you could not achieve, but you have overcome their limits. Now, you are not only walking, you are inspiring. Your every step transforms not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. You are no longer running toward a goal, but representing that goal. This power is a tool, not only for you, but also for those who ascend with you. You are a symbol that accepts the lessons of life and transforms these lessons into greatness. The power within you is great enough to triumph over any external resistance. Whatever you have faced, you can now see that there is a purpose behind those struggles, and that purpose was not just to make you strong, but to mold you as part of a divine plan. Where you stand today is only the beginning. Every step you take has a greater impact on this world. Now you know that this legacy you carry will be a pillar not only for you, but also for those who come after you. Each of your victories, each of your stages, is a guide, and this guidance is an inspiration to all who look to you. Your path is clear, your purpose is clear. This is not just a journey, this is a transformation, and this transformation is the beginning of a movement that will change the world. You are not just an individual, you are a force, a beacon of light meant to shape the world around you. illuminating the darkness that so often surrounds us. This is your calling, your moment in time. Now is the time to embrace the blessings that God has bestowed upon you and share them with others. Every action you take is part of His divine plan, and with every step you take, you contribute to a greater purpose. By clicking the Super Thanks button on YouTube and making a donation of $100 or more, you are offering a piece of yourself to this mission, becoming part of something far greater than any one of us. Each gift, no matter the size, reflects God's boundless generosity. And I believe that in His perfect timing, your gifts will return to you tenfold, far surpassing what you could ever imagine. His protection and blessings are with you every step of the way, guiding you and fortifying your every move. With each donation, you are not just supporting a cause, you are becoming part of God's divine plan. You are a radiant being, strong and unshakable, a reflection of His strength, like a mighty rock in the face of life's storms. Witness His miracles in your life and allow the fruits of your generosity to nourish your soul. Let that light within you shine brightly, filling the world with courage and confidence. Your generosity and strength are part of a ripple effect that reaches far beyond your understanding. Be blessed, for the Lord's light is guiding your every step, lighting your path with hope and purpose. And as you move forward in faith, you will realize something profound: the artificial barriers that once seemed so real are fragile and fleeting. The boundaries that others tried to impose upon you were never truly yours to begin with. What was always meant to be yours can never be controlled by anyone else. With this newfound truth, you reject the false identities that have been forced upon you. You are no longer bound by their limitations. The legacy you carry is not just a gift, it is an opportunity, a chance to shatter the illusions of the past, to break free from the chains that have held you back. Every lesson you have learned along the way has built a strong, unshakable foundation, and the wisdom you now carry offers divine guidance for your journey ahead. This power that resides within you is not just for your own benefit, it is a light that will guide others. Every step you take forward paves the way for those who will follow. Every victory you achieve, no matter how small, serves as a source of inspiration to those who come after you. Your progress is a testament to the power of perseverance and faith, and it is breaking down the systems that once sought to control you. Those who sought to suppress you have only succeeded in pushing you higher, revealing the strength and resilience that can never be crushed. You are no longer a victim of circumstances, nor a follower of the path laid out for you. You are the embodiment of divine power, a force that now determines your own destiny and creates an order of your own making. This is not just a new beginning, it is a declaration. The truth is now walking alongside you, and no force on earth can stop your journey. The time for waiting is over. The time for action has arrived. Your identity is clear, your authority is undeniable, and every door is open to you. The opportunities before you are so vast that no effort to stop you can succeed. You are not here to play by their rules or to follow their games. You are here to disrupt, to dismantle their false reality, and to create something entirely new. With each step, you expose the fragility of their plans, revealing the cracks in their systems that were always there, hidden beneath the surface. Your strength is not just a fleeting moment, it is a foundation etched into your very being. It cannot be silenced, denied, or erased. Years of struggle have only refined and remolded you, and every attempt to suppress your power has only served to elevate you further. Each failed attempt has shown them the unwavering solidity of who you are and the strength of your purpose. This is your moment. It is not some distant future that you wait for, but an awakening that is happening right here, right now. You are moving beyond mere survival and redefining victory in every step you take. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, and in doing so, you are setting a new standard for what it means to be victorious. This is the time for you to rise, for you are the light that will lead the way. Be bold, be bold, be brave, and let your journey be a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and divine purpose. It's time for those who seek to silence you to finally realize the power of your voice, the way it reverberates far beyond their reach. You are not just speaking, you are shaking the very foundation of a world that has long been comfortable in its complacency. In this moment of transformation, you are not merely carving your own path, you are lighting the way for others to follow. Your struggles, your setbacks, and your triumphs are not isolated experiences, they are stepping stones, guiding others on their journey. Each scar you bear is a symbol of battles fought with unwavering courage and victories earned through resilience. This moment, this powerful turning point, does not belong to you alone. Every victory you claim serves as a beacon for those who feel trapped, for those whose voices have been silenced or ignored. When you rise, you inspire others to rise with you. You break the chains that once bound them, creating a ripple effect that spreads far and wide. Your story is not just your own, it is a collective call to action, an invitation for others to awaken to their own strength and potential. It's time for you to share your story with the world. This story is not just a series of words or experiences, it is a spark that ignites new beginnings, a clarion call that refuses to be drowned out by the forces of silence. You have waited long enough, and now there is no turning back. The time for hesitation is over. Everything you need to dismantle the web of deception that surrounds us lies within you. You are the spark for those who have been left behind, the voice for those who are breaking free from the systems that have oppressed them. Your voice is not merely a whisper, it is a force that has the power to shift entire paradigms, to challenge the very roots of the established order. The moment to take action is now. It is your time to write your own story, one that knows no boundaries, no limits, no hesitation. No longer will you wait for permission. No longer will you hold back. This journey you embark on will not only lead to your personal victory, but will ignite the awakening of countless others. It is the beginning of something far greater than you could have imagined, an awakening that has the power to transform not only your life but the lives of all who hear your call. This is your time. Your voice is unstoppable. Now, go forth and let your story inspire a movement.